Mr. Pant, let's hear about you being the president for US India Chamber of Commerce from the Midwest. We're talking about this wonderful evening. Let's hear from you the history of the chamber, what we have done so far, and Indo-US relationship at the peak at this particular time. But culture plays its role. But when it comes to the country-to-country treaties, business has to be there. How many billions do we do, or were we reaching to trillions?
Hi, thank you, Vandanaji, for covering our event. To be very concise, this organization was formed about 15 years ago in 2001, and I'm one of the founder members, 4 founder members. And this is an organization that is composed of professionals, business owners, entrepreneurs that have a stake in the US-India commercial relationship. What we do is we get together once in about a month or 6 weeks and discuss topics of strategic interest in the US-India relationship. We bring out discussions, panel discussions, we bring out speaker series, entrepreneur series, where we invite people to share their views of how they have set up businesses here and how they are partnering with India on different business aspects. This organization is a not-for-profit organization. We are all volunteers. We have no personal agendas in it. But for just for the sake of clarity, I want to mention that the events that we have conducted over the past many years include, a discussion on energy cooperation between US and India, nuclear cooperation between US and India. We have also covered topics of strategic interest in regard to business partnership in aviation, in the field of retail, in the field of power. So, and we bring in different experts from the US.
What does it take for someone to be a member, and what are the benefits for the members?
The benefit for the members is that they become more aware of what is happening in the US-India relationship, where things are going, what is the strategy, and the other is that they get to network with similar like-minded people, and I have seen ventures arising, joint ventures arising out of the networking that takes place at our events.
Ajit, I'm going to be asking you a question which may not, because is it the ventures that have taken, are they stayed on paper or they have already kicked off?
Some of them have kicked off, some of them are still in process. It is not an easy thing. One of our board members has a joint venture in India where they have set up towers, cell phone towers. They have set up silos for food grains. They have set up different. There are some research that is taking place in R&D. So there are different areas. But what is very important is that we discuss ideas and components of the relationship. For example, we have discussed when President Obama went to India, we discussed about the importance of that visit. When Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister, came to India, the importance of that visit and what was, the impacts of those visits. So we have done programs to highlight our major events. We have done in the recent past programs that have highlighted the government's efforts to promote manufacturing. For example, in skill development, we have participated in Make in India programs. We've done Skill India programs, which we have organized ourselves, and we have also, for example, today we are going to discuss about the flagship program of the Government of India, which is the program called Digital India, and we are going to showcase 2 examples of companies that have participated and what they are doing. So this is how we bring entrepreneurs and ideas to the table to share and make people aware.
It's wonderful actually, and I would request people because this is not an individual base, this is in companies, organizations or entrepreneurs, those who want to do things, and they can be members of this. So that website is usindiamidwestchamber.org, And we wish you all the best. Good luck. Let's celebrate the evening.
Thank you very much.
When we talk about business, when we talk about the organizations, those who are getting the benefit out of it, because the Chamber of Commerce are not done for individuals, the purpose is to have best of the matches, to be honest, create a platform where the companies, those who want to have benefit, and with me is your name?
Harsh. Harsh.
Dr. Harsh Muttal from Chicago.
Avdut Deshpande from New York.
And we have somebody all the way from Mumbai, India. Aapka naam?
Nitin Mehta.
And they are from a company called...
Monjin.
What is Munjin?
Okay, so Monjin is a digital technology platform which is cloud-based, and it is in the assessment space. That's the larger sort of Monjin. But I'll have business Avdut is the business head to talk about what Monjin is.
Okay, we are here today. Let's, if somebody has to get the business relationships with you, what you can do for them, would you please explain?
So absolutely. So Monjin specifically, right, is a cloud-based platform in the assessment and talent acquisition space.
In today's time, cloud is very, very important. We do know.
Absolutely. So there basically what we do is, right, we help corporates essentially streamline and digitalize their whole process of talent acquisition, right? So multiple business models which we work with. Fundamental business model is we have a digitalized platform, including a robotic interview platform, which the clients, the corporates, public enterprises, governments, yes, they can use this robotic platform, number one. We have a complete video-based internet as a delivery channel assessment platform, which they can use on a SaaS model, right? And on top of it, what we have done, that's where the beauty starts, right? We have a network of experts, like a crowdsourcing model, like your Uber model, right? So we have experts who have empaneled with Monjin who will do the assessments for you, right? So that's the second level value prop. The third level value prop is, we have building up a database of pre-assessed candidates which are in the market, active and sub-passive, and then essentially this squeezes in the recruitment life cycle as a real-time recruitment, right? So that's what we're
Platter for the companies, those who are small level, they don't have to have an HR department.
Not really. So the intent is right. Like for example, we are helping Accenture or corporates like Adobe or University of Illinois to do that, right? So effectively, we'll take out the mundane tasks, make it more efficient, make it cost effective, and then with that, right, the HR and the recruitment division can then focus on more value-added work. So the mundane tasks are taken care of; they don't go away. They get disrupted into something which is more value-added. That's the whole idea.
Let me add to this. As you're talking about the smaller corporations, now look at what is happening in the technology space. A lot of new corporations come, smaller corporations, into newest forms of technology. Now, these corporations typically have an entrepreneur who starts up the thing. Now, he has to fill up the vacancies. They don't have people who can interview. They don't have the expertise. So, one of our value-added services is that we will supply you expertise to man your organization. So, we have an active network of about 5,000 experts who can be sourced. And the most good, and I want to add to what he was talking about the cloud, the fact is that Monjin platform is available anywhere, anytime, to anybody, anywhere across the globe. So you can be sitting at the airport because your flight is delayed and your work can go. Now typically in an interview situation, as we're talking about recruitment, everybody knows that there are at least 2 to 3 people who interview a candidate, right? So 3 times you have to schedule the interviews and 3 times the candidate has to come. Today with Monjin platform, if you can use that, you can have the interview fully done. It can be tagged, it can be indexed as the questions, and it can be sent as an email attachment to anybody who wants to interview them in the organization. And they can be sitting in their home, watching somebody is watching a television, the other person could be looking at this and looking at the interview and completing it. So we optimize the whole process.
Yes.
Corporates who save money, who obviously save time on recruitment, and who improve their entire index of quality of hire. The number of the quality of people that they hire significantly goes up. On the other side, we have those job seekers, people who are looking for a change, who are looking for a newer opportunity, who are looking for a better kind of a talent job, improve their, enhance their skill. That's where we give them an opportunity to showcase their skills using their video profiles. And we have a breed of experts, like people like all of us who have been in the industry for 15-20 years, who are known as experts in their level field. So for them, we give them a platform to showcase their skills and actually earn some income out of it.
How old is this organization, this company?
Overall, the company is about 3 years old. We are very new in the US, just about 6 months old.
Started from India?
We started from India. We are an India-based organization where we started about.
And we are now getting the presence to the US?
Yes, we're going global. The first step is to obviously come to the US. So in the US, we have Chicago and New York as the primary focus areas. We'll soon look at Bay Area. We'll expand into other North American regions like Canada, and then we will go to Europe.
When we talk about like coming from India, generally it is happening, the companies are from US and then they are going for operations in India. This is other way around, which is very, very interesting. So how the response has been from the multinationals and
Absolutely. So essentially, right, with the roots established in India, right, number one. Number two, establish our value prop and the services and the business model in India. Now we are at a stage of expanding to the Western markets, right? So what clients like, let's say, Accenture and Adobe or even local educational institutes like University of Illinois, right? They are absolutely welcoming it. It's a welcome change for cost optimization, outreach, global outreach, and so on and so forth.
To illustrate the example, for instance, we gave this proposal to University of Illinois in Champaign to their electrical and computer engineering departments, and they are in the fall, the whole thing is going to start, where we can offer the services of one-way video profiling to 3,000 students. Now, these students can simply place their videos on the web, and recruiters from world over can look at it. So instead you had a resume which was very static. Now you have a person talking about who he is, what he does, what his ambition is, what his likes, dislikes are. So you get a much fuller picture of the person. And so this is another.
Thank you so much for sharing. Wish you all the best. And as you have already knocked the door of US, wishing you success on that.
Thank you very much.